EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Saints are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Ravens team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The play clock's running down. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. But it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio!
They run it again with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 84 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 29.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. 13 yards that time at a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Flex round.
From the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Flag 38. Flag 38. Flex round. Flex round.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Watson operating from the gun. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
No. Check, Patriot. On now, look at 56. Gun. Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. A second fake. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Let's go, Ohio!
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. They get 14 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun, Watson. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone! Detroit! Here we go now! Philly, here we go!
On third down, Brennan escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
And the wideout in motion. To throw on third down. Brennan. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
No, check. Now let's go. No, check. Patriot.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw. Brennan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Crunch. Over. Gun.
Halfback sent in motion. From the gun on third down. Brennan. And that is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
From the end zone, Watson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson to throw from his end zone. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Saints. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken around the 12. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. first down. Brennan. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down. Brennan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go. 1-9.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
To the air yet again. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. Steps, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. First and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Let's go.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's Brashon Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Then the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Right. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
Johnson running left. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Brennan. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now it's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. 87 feet. 87 feet. Flex round. Flex round.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56. 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, It's
caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw. Brennan, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put